In an office, shows John Belushi as Doug Emhoff sitting at a desk playing a game on a computer. Jan Hooks, as a secretary, walks into the office and says, "First Gentleman Emhoff, your wife, Vice President Harris, is here to see you." Belushi gets up and slaps Hooks across the face. Belushi, "Great, send her in." As Hooks leaves, grabbing at her face, Denitra Vance's Kamala Harris enters the office and says, "Hey, honey." Belushi slaps Vance and says, "Hi, darling, how are you?" Vance, Better now. It's great to get away from Secret Service for a minute." Belushi slaps Vance again. Vance, "I invited the Clintons over to help us strategize." Belushi slaps Vance again. Phil Hartman as Bill Clinton and Gilda Radner as Hillary Clinton enter the office. Belushi goes up to Hartman, shakes his hand, and says, "Welcome to my office, Mr. President." Hartman, "Great to be here. I used to rendezvous with Tipper Gore here back in the 90s. Belushi goes up to Radner and slaps her. Belushi, "Good to see you, Mrs. Clinton." Radner, "Good to see you, Doug. How are you holding up?" Belushi slaps Radner again and says, "I guess you could say I'm slap happy." Vance, "Okay, why don't we get started?" Belushi slaps Vance. Hartman, "What you really want to do is focus on Pennsylvania." Radner, "That's right, and I have a 3-point plan on how to do that." Belushi slaps Radner. Radner, "First, secure the churches in Philadelphia." Belushi slaps Radner again. Radner, "Second, secure the middle of the state union bosses." Belushi slaps Radner again. Radner, "And third, get TV commercials all across the state." Belushi slaps Radner so hard that she tumbles over his desk and falls to the ground. Vance, "That sounds great. Doug?" Belushi slaps Vance and says, "Yes?" Vance, "I'll handle the churches. Can you handle the unions?" Belushi slaps Vance and says, "Sure, honey." Vance, "Oh, and one more thing. Live from New York." Belushi slaps Vance so hard that she also tumbles over his desk and falls to the ground. Belushi, "Wrong show, dear. Dead from the earth, we're not alive." It's Saturday Night Alive, starring John Belushi, Chris Farley, Phil Hartman, Jan Hooks, Norm MacDonald, Gilda Radner, Denitra Vance, and with many other special deceased contributors. Musical guest, Liam Payne, and your host, Danny Aiello. Everybody, Danny Aiello. Applause, applause, applause. Shows Aiello on stage who says, thank you. I was an actor. I appeared in numerous motion pictures, including The Godfather Part 2, The Front, Once Upon a Time in America, Hide in Plain Sight, The Purple Rose of Cairo, Moonstruck, Harlem Nights, Do the Right Thing, Jacob's Ladder, Hudson Hawk, Ruby, Leon the Professional, 2 Days in the Valley, Dinner Rush, and Lucky Number 11. Applause, applause, applause. Aiello. And in its 21st season, I hosted Saturday Night Live. My monologue must not have been very memorable, because SNL didn't keep it on its rerun of the episode, so I'll try to be more memorable here. Chris Farley comes out and says, "What's the matter, Daniel? You have nothing to add to your monologue?" Aiello, "Oh, I see, you're poking fun that I usually play Italian stereotypes in movies." Farley, "Did you eat my pizza pie?" Aiello, "I'm sorry?" Farley, "Backstage, did you eat my pizza pie?" Aiello, "Oh, I'm sorry, Chris, I didn't know it was yours." Farley slaps Aiello and says, "That's what you get for eating my pizza pie." Aiello, "Did you just lay a hand on me, Farley? You think you're going to get away with that?" Aiello slaps Farley to the ground. Aiello, "I slapped the shit out of Chris Farley. Is that memorable enough for you? Maybe now I can be the first gentleman. Anyway, we have a great show tonight. Liam Payne is here.